A gifted social worker for nearly 50 years, George Raymond Lewis, MSW, LCSW, has dedicated his life to bringing positivity, compassion, and empathy to others, specifically through his expertise in child welfare and group home service for adolescents. Born and raised in Bridgeton, New Jersey, Mr. Lewis developed good values and morals from his mother at a young age, which eventually set him on his career path, as social work seemed like a good way to help people professionally. He did not know anything about this line of work growing up. When he attended the University of New Mexico, he studied psychology, but could not find a job upon graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in 1966. He began working for the state within its newly assembled welfare programs, at which point he came to know people in social work and felt an instant connection with them. They shared the same values. After a few years, these colleagues encouraged him to go back to school to obtain a master's degree in their field, which he did in 1971 from Our Lady of the Lake College. Mr. Lewis quickly fell in love with it. A licensed clinical social worker and a longtime member of the Academy of Certified Social Workers, Mr. Lewis worked as part of the New Mexico Health and Social Services Department from 1971 to 1992, during which time he served as a district training officer, field office manager, social worker consultant, and district operations manager. Over the course of his 2 decades there, he worked extensively with abused and neglected children. Since 1992, he has excelled as the clinical director of Assurance Home Incorporated, a private, non-profit group home for teenagers based in Roswell, New Mexico, that provides mental health treatment services, residential treatment services, and crisis intervention for those who need it. Under Mr. Lewis's leadership, the facility has secured much funding, allowing for easier, quicker treatment for its occupants, many of whom are dealing with trauma and stress. Additionally, outside of his primary endeavors, Mr. Lewis has overseen and supervised Masters in Social Work interns from New Mexico Highlands University since 1998, and recently mentored field placement interns from Western New Mexico University. His propensity for teaching began in the 1970s as an adjunct instructor at New Mexico State University and Eastern New Mexico University, where he continued as an instructor in the 1990s. He has also lent his expertise as a field instructor at Lubbock Christian University, the clinical director of the Chavez County First Offender Program, and a behavioral science specialist at the Community Guidance Center in San Antonio. On a civic level, he has made an impact on the board of directors for the Chavez County Home Health Agency and Parents Anonymous of New Mexico, and served on the State of New Mexico Acupuncture Board and as a volunteer coordinator for the Alzheimer's Association. Mr. Lewis was also appointed as the New Mexico delegate to the Association of Social Work Boards from 1990 to 1993. Mr. Lewis, still an active member of the National Center for Crisis Management and MDRIA International, has been an affiliate of numerous professional organizations throughout his career, including the National Association of Social Workers and the American Academy of Experts in Traumatic Stress. In recognition of his achievements and dedication, the USJCs named him as Outstanding Young Man of America in 1981 and 1978, and he has earned such accolades as the New Mexico Rose Praisner Award from the National Association of Social Workers in 1992 and the Caring Employee of the Year Award from United Way in 2004. Happily married to his wife of more than 50 years, Tenalia, Mr. Lewis looks back on his career with pride and a great sense of accomplishment. He has tried to help his clients focus on the positive and most productive parts of their personality and abilities in order to create better and happier lives. Mr. Lewis encourages all aspiring professionals to maintain their morals and positive nature toward people. When all your education and training is through, he said, the biggest influence on how to help clients is one's values.